I want to give my hot take on the Ableton Move. I have been a user of Ableton since 2001. I feel like that gives me a little bit of reason to be able to talk about it. And also, I've been a Novation user since about that time too. And over the years, I've seen that partnership grow, and I've seen a lot of the products that they've made. I've bought a lot of the products that they've made. I had a trigger finger. I was using a trigger finger in 2009, I think, when it came out, and that was cool. It was innovative. In fact, that was innovative, and I guess that's the hot take. So the hot take is like everything is kind of redundant nowadays, and I don't think that this Move controller or this move thing is anything special. And the reason why is because it has been since 2009 that basically Novation and Ableton figured out that they could work together and make something cool where one thing would trigger the other thing. But it hasn't evolved. I mean, not really, because it's basically like a more integrated, but it's not amazingly different. What I was kind of hoping it would be Ableton going into their CV tools and going into like a sort of modular kind of way of connecting a modular system to Ableton. I thought that was what the Move. That's what I thought it was a sequencer. It is a sequencer, but I would have liked it to go kind of more that way. That's personally my feeling, because I think that could have then led to a lot of innovation. I mean, imagine if like you had like an amazing Ableton slash Novation, whatever, their controller controlling like some crazy modular synths parameters because it was sending out like tons of CV information and stuff like that. Something like that could be cool. But this is like the same old stuff. And the thing is, like, people get into the minute details of whether it has a mic on it so that you can you can record while you're in the field and all this stuff. Like, I mean, what are we even talking about? Like, you can record with your phone. Like, I don't even understand why it's such a big deal that a piece of equipment has a mic. Everything has a mic. We are basically being, how do you say? So we're being surveilled basically all the time. So I think making a big deal about having a microphone is no real big reason to write home about. And really, what else is it offering besides like a more limited version of a piece of equipment that already exists? Yeah, it's mobile, but I have a second hot take. I have never done any kind of sketchpad stuff that has been really that great that I was like, oh, this is like the most wonderful idea. I can have to get it right now. If I ever feel inspired, I come up here and I do what I can. And I don't necessarily need to have like something in my backpack that like all of a sudden is going to spark an idea. And maybe that's me, but my thing is like I've never really been into that idea of like a sketch pad and then that's a separate thing than your real workstation. I think like I mean, obviously it can all be integrated, but like I don't really see where it would fit in my workflow. I mean, so I guess that's a personal bias, but the point is that, I mean, whose workflow is it really for? Is it for people who don't know how to make music, so they want everything basically made for them and all they're going to do is rhythmically tap things? Well, then who are you? I mean, are you doing music because you want to perform or because you do it for yourself? Or at that point, like you could do a million other things. You get an MPC. Like there's a billion other things you could do. One of the things that I think is happening is that people are not really buying music anymore, and the people who are buying music, like people who buy records or whatever, are so little that the people who are that passionate about it are probably also musicians. And I'm guessing that like the people who are still really into music that will buy stuff are also buying music gear. And maybe that's what this is. Maybe it's like, you know, the equivalent of like, instead of being cool and buying vinyl, I'll buy like, you know, a couple €100 worth of a synth that I can kind of be hipster with. I don't really know. But yeah, I thought it was a missed opportunity because I thought a sequencer, there was like more CV. Ableton has a lot of really cool CV tools. Plus they could have opened up the whole Max platform into that. It could have been really cool. So missed opportunity, I think, but hopefully something that might come about if they ever decide to innovate again. So that's my hot take. If you guys want to add your hot take, let me know in the comments. But anyway, yep, quick little hot take and all right, peace.